Hello, world, and welcome to another episode of Critical Hit, a foul mouth podcast where we drink beer and talk about it. We're doing a beer tonight.
Welcome to the OG.
Yes.
The ghosts of episodes past.
all those who have been there since the beginning, thank you. I appreciate that, even though it's probably like 10 of you, but, this is for you.
Red King, Chrono Warden, Crimson. I did that out of order. Tonight, we're doing our Halloween episode, but we're doing it a little bit different because we're talking about spooky anime. So it is Halloweeb.
Happy Halloween!
Are you guys ready?
We're ready.
Yes.
We are Critical Hit, and Halloweeb starts now. All right. We got a couple of things we're going to do. We got 2 drinks because, yeah.
Yeah, why not? Right?
We've got Southern Tier Brewing Company, Pumpkin Imperial Pumpkin Ale. We've got Beak and Skiff Brewing Company, 1911.
Good shit right there.
Cider Donut Premium hard cider.
I'm really excited for that one. Pumpkin has been surprising in the past.
Yeah, because last year we did a whole month of pumpkin beers, and I was thinking it was going to be bad, and it turned out that most of them were just fucking really good. Except for Chrono, who doesn't like beer.
Yep.
You are correct.
Which, happy beer day.
Yeah, man. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to open these bottles. I'm out of practice. There we go. Out of practice, like I don't actually drink all the time.
Yeah.
You've been on a mixed drink kick, though.
This is true.
Yep.
You're like, I want a margarita, and then you go and make a margarita, and then you're like, fuck, why is the rum gone? I've had 7 margaritas this week, and they were a little heavy on the rum.
Which reminds me, I think Tuesday, next Tuesday, you need to think of a nice Halloween-y themed drink.
Yes.
Because I'm having the strangest inkling I'm going to be the Joker. I know we just did a hyper dunk on him. My original idea for my costume, I don't believe is going to be here on time. So.
Wild. So we're going to start with Pumpkin because that's going to be the more polarizing of the 2.
Yeah. And this...
Possibly.
This king has got drip, though. He's got a black and silver crown with what looks like a leopard print lining on the crown.
Yep. He's got the Southern Tier Brewing Company logo as a huge-ass medallion.
He looks like some weird cross between Darth Vader, Jack Skellington, and Flava Flav.
Yeah, that's actually a good. Wow, that was a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's got no sleeves and he's yoked. Let's go.
All right. Bring it in. Cheers, bros. Let's go.
Cheers.
Bros. Let's go.
Oh, that was actually really good.
That's actually, yeah. I'm not going to drink the whole thing, but it's not bad.
What on earth happened?
I just decked like half of that in one go. That was amazing.
What is... this is 8.6% ABV, and you drank half of it in one go.
Yeah, boy.
It's like suddenly you just hear a big ka-thunk. It's like, okay, apparently Red King's gone. Don't worry, I'll do most of the talking.
Yep, 8.6 ABV. I do not know the rest of these stats because I was lazy and out of practice. I didn't do the stats like I normally do. It was really good. I would rate that I would rate it at like probably a 7.
Yeah, that's all. Are we doing? Can we do increments?
No, we don't do decimal points.
Fuck.
Don't you remember?
I don't. I was usually
nothing
drunk.
we ever rate will we do decimal points. If we start doing video game ratings, board game ratings, anything, There are no half points. We do not do half measures.
Okay.
We are all or nothing men.
7.
Okay,
I agree.
It's
I agree.
good. It's
7
good.
is good.
Yeah.
So this is surprising. It is more bitter than the other pumpkin beers.
I know I'm not normally the guy that likes that, but I like it in this.
Turns out pumpkin and bitter is actually a pretty decent combination.
It's got like a back note of sweet.
It is
Yeah.
really
Because,
good.
like, there's that little initial hoppiness that I don't like, but then it kind of gets washed out by the pumpkin.
Yeah. Okay, that's
It really has a
Which is funny because I'm not a very pumpkin guy.
yeah. I despise pumpkin.
it's got layers.
Like an onion or an ogre.
yeah.
That's fantastic.
So now we're moving on.
1911 cider donut.
I wish we had some 1911 handguns.
So only 2 of us are white on the scale, just so you know. Listeners don't have to worry about at least one of us.
Damn. Implications on that one.
At least I can get the weapons.
Oh my God.
Half of my heart. I don't have a voice this week.
Oh my gosh. Incredible.
More on that in a minute.
That was good. That was good. All right.
Let's give this 1911 a try.
Let's go for it. That was a hell of a comeback. I gotta respect that.
Ooh,
Wow.
that's stupid good.
Wait a
That is
second.
fucked up good. Oh my golly. Be ready for a really unproductive podcast episode. I'm going to be lit.
This is a problem. Okay, so here's the thing.
10.
10. Hit him with the damn 10.
Actually,
That
I'm
is-
going to rate it a 1911 out of 1910.
yeah, I like that. No, this is good. The thing I like about it is because you're kind of used to ciders, right? So you take the sip of it, you get that real apple cider type flavor at the front. But then,
It's donut as fuck.
yeah,
yeah.
the back note. That's where you
Donut
get.
as
Yeah, it's
fuck,
that
yeah.
donut as fuck, boy, and that's good.
Oh my gosh. 16. No, it's 6.9.
If you were about to say 16 ABV, I'm like, this is going to be an unproductive episode.
Just shut it down.
The podcast just goes silent. We're just all knocked out on the table.
You just hear,
Yeah, just that one drunk hiccup. These are both New York flavors
Ooh.
because come on, dude.
Yeah,
Why not?
yeah.
Like, this is where it's at.
Let's hear it for New York, New York.
That was the worst.
Yeah, no, I also don't have a voice because I was hyping for multiple reasons. So my voice, I can't sing right now, so I'm not even trying.
So before we begin, we have a lot to unpack in this segment of D and Derailed, a Pathfinder segment.
Yeah, welcome to the insanity that ensued last session.
Okay, so what was the last one you said most of your storyline, Crimson, is vigilante drama.
Yep.
Right?
yeah.
So we kind of have to open with that. Because in the wake of defeating the Green Dragon and a slightly Geneva Convention violating interrogation session,
Ooh.
it kind of split the party, and it actually kind of did like split the party.
Yeah, dude. Oh man, it was wild.
Because besides me putting combats in front of you guys, there hasn't been like a joint party thing since.
Yeah.
I was actually just thinking about that after the last session, and I'm like it was kind of crazy because we did because we introduced critical hero work, which is like an actual like encounter, a battle encounter, and it was weird because it was like kind of like the characters were just going through the motions, so to speak.
Yes.
You know, it was crazy. It was so polarizing, but the drama was palpable.
We followed up the terrible interrogation with a prison break, because now vigilante heroes are being arrested for not having licenses.
Which is
heroing without a license. You're going to jail, kid.
that is a new crime. Matter of fact, we have actually established that here in New York too. So.
Yes. We followed it up with Chrono's character Brahm being
So my character basically has psychic powers.
Yes.
And he can read psychometric auras. So he's helped the chief of police in the past, and they've been working on trying to patch the gap in their security that is magic. So they asked Brahm to help out, and he came and investigated the prison where they broke out the big vigilante that the party had broken out.
Yep.
And lo and behold, he got an image of what is basically one of his go-to guys breaking the law badly.
It was literally like a 4K image too, which was frustrating because you don't have the highest perception of the party, but you rolled high for no fucking reason. So it was like
it was like over 30.
Yeah,
What's your perception check on that one?
It was a crystal clear image.
4K.
Yep, of my character Crossfire breaking out a vigilante.
Named Guy Fireball, who also said, Crossfire?
Yeah.
Yep.
And my dude, so here's the thing: the rest of the table, who didn't have vigilantes already, created vigilantes for the sake of this prison break. So that
kind of like a one shot.
Yeah. It was like a one shot within
a
our
canonical
campaign,
one shot,
which was cool. But the thing is that they all had invisibility, and they all had invisibility that did not decloak the entire time that they were in the prison. Mine was the only one that decloaked. And it was kind of funny because I was also the only one who didn't natively have invisibility.
Yeah, my vigilante had to cover you on that, and then he charged you.
Yeah,
because he's a dick.
Which I did take that off my sheet.
I added it to his in case he does ever actually come back.
So it kind of worked in my favor. I enjoyed the amount of drama that it added. I also enjoyed the total G move of
that was
Brahm like lying to the police.
That was G, bro.
That was G as fuck.
Yeah.
Because Brahm is not lawful good. He's neutral good.
Yeah. So the thing is, there was a bit of an underlying thread that was supposed to be building, which was Crossfire's distrust, kind of building in his own team. Mm-hmm. That flipped it completely. Right. That was G move, and he's like, okay, I see.
Yep.
That was hype. I'm not gonna lie. That was like that was like the Predator high five moment.
Oh hell yeah! That should have happened.
Yeah, Brahm giving a Predator high five. That's gonna go well. I got hit by 2 cars and lost a quarter of my HP.
That was actually wild.
Yeah, I got hit by a car. I forgot about that.
Because we're starting to get to the point where each of our characters, or each of your guys' characters, are starting to fall into that performance archetype.
Yeah.
So like at level 1, everybody fucking dies, right?
Yeah.
We're at 9th level now, and it is to the point where, yeah, dude, like there's nothing resilient about your character.
Yep.
Yeah. Do you know where I'm never at? The front line.
You're the only one who actually plays his
Yeah, we've got Mr. Cleric Sniper who bought a shotgun and is like, I'm gonna go in.
I'm gonna stuff him. I'm gonna get right up close.
Maybe next time I'll play a bit more as a sniper.
You better.
I did kind of, but I got 2 modes though, because my primary attack mode is like cleric sniper, but then my like buff and support mode is shotgun and buff spells.
That's fair. That's fair.
So I kind of got 2 modes.
Loadouts.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Call of Duty. He's got
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I was saying.
It's a lot of fun. The other thing is,
Ooh.
this is my first time ever running a campaign of any sort. You know, roll a d20 and see if you die or not. I did the thing.
This created one of the most epic moments, though I have experienced so far in my short history of tabletop RPGs.
Right. So that was the thing. Like, I started playing Dungeons and Dragons. Me and you, Crimson, like 2 years ago.
It's been over 2 years. Yeah.
Yeah. We're almost in that intermediate stage.
Well, we're almost at a year for this campaign.
Which is wild. I didn't expect it
Because it
to last
started
that
in
long.
January.
Look at that.
But part of the memes of it, right, is the deck of many things.
Yeah.
For my first campaign, I decided to get big for my britches, and I put it in the game, right? I picked one character at random to find the deck, and this was fucking months ago.
Yep. This has been a long time coming.
It's just been like cooking in the back of everybody's minds. And my sister, who runs the group's champion, she decided to use the fucking deck last session.
Mind you, after like build up and turmoil, because she was watching her team start to be at odds. You know, she's going up against like the higher ups and like the heads of like
the whole hero association just kind of falling, like the magic started to fade.
Yeah.
She called out the number 1 hero for not being enough of a hero.
Yep.
And like pleaded with him to be a hero. Like, this was dramatic.
And then it all culminates with drawing from the deck of many things. She picked 3 cards. I was shuffling that fucking deck for like 10 minutes. Because like the obvious thing is like Don John or fucking Void or the skull or the flame, right? Because those are the main cards that summon bad things.
The rogue is also fun.
The rogue would have been amazing, and I would have loved that shit.
Yeah.
Because, right, it's a non-player character.
You diabolical bastard.
Yeah. But, like...
Yeah, but other people might still draw from this deck.
That would be interesting.
I am not one of them.
But, right, like, that was the thing, is, like, something that happens where it's just kind of anticlimactic and it just shits on your character, right?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't happen. 3 cards. One was ruin, which...
Homelessness.
Yeah, total homelessness. All your non-magical items are just gone. The other one was balance, which turned our lawful good champion into chaotic evil.
Which we haven't yet done anything with the implications of that.
Yep.
And this motherfucker got a wish.
Yep.
The moon.
How many?
To be determined. I determined it.
But for us, it's to
You
be
mean
determined.
TBA, to be announced.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah. you mean TNA? Whoops, my bad.
So
that was like a low hanging fruit of jokes. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. That was like
That's all you can reach.
we haven't made a short joke in a while, so you're allowed that one. That's fine.
the whole implications of like a chaotic evil character getting wishes is like fucking wild.
Dude, I'm telling you, how did we end up with a thematically correct draw of cards? Random cards.
It pissed me off.
You know what I
It's
mean?
like the perception check, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
My character has the lowest perception in the party.
That's the one thing I love about this fucking game, boys, is that randomness lines up to be dramatic.
Yeah.
Dude.
Always seems to fucking happen.
And oh my gosh, like the scenes in this session was like that. I lived for that, dude. Like,
and then I rolled a natural 1 and still succeeded.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that was another thing.
Because my deception is awful, and I rolled a 3.
That's at the 10 over rule.
Yeah.
For Pathfinder, that's what really it makes it interesting.
Yeah.
Because I rolled a natural 1. I have a plus fucking 11 deception, and I used guidance to give myself the plus 13, which would be 10 over, which would be a critical success. But a natural 1 reduces the degree of success by 1, so I still succeeded.
It
would have never happened in 5th Ed.
Yeah, because
It would have been like, oh, I rolled a nat 1 against a 3.
Yeah.
It would have been insulting.
Which I kind of like, though, because it also stops characters from who are proficient in that thing from looking like an ass.
Right.
Because the thing is, my character's not proficient in anything, whether it's deception, whether it's like performance, anything that has to do with
no
like
charisma.
Yeah, he's got no riz. That's the thing. He's the no riz sniper.
That should have been your hero name. If you go pro, that's what it is.
Yeah, that's
The no riz sniper. Crossfire.
Yo, that kind of works. But
That's fucked up.
It was crazy because when Braum had showed up, to their cafe, as it were, and he's just
Picked
started
a public place.
Yeah.
And hopefully not start a fight.
Yeah, because that was the thing. Is like
That was also a thing that I've made enemy characters do, but it fucking didn't work.
when we want to shake, we shake.
Well,
Except for you guys, who's like, I'm gonna pick a public place so we don't get in a big fight. You're like, yeah, I'll go along with that.
to be fair, when you do it, I just cast gravity well, pull all the bad guys into the middle, and all the civilians run.
We have plans.
Because when
It's
I can
planned.
make a black hole at will.
But dude, he showed up and Braum showed up and he just started drinking the liquor, man. It was like he was drinking, and it was like, oh, this is serious. No, the scenes were killer, man. Like, and it was funny because it was a hangover session, right? Because we did something big last session. And then this session was kind of supposed to be like wrap some stuff up, a little bit of RP here and there.
Yeah.
But my gosh, if it did not turn into like that was crazy.
Yeah. And we're coming up on a bye week with Halloween and everything being a weird time of the week.
Yeah.
So it kind of almost works as like a season finale, which is kind of cool.
Yeah. Yep. Which is we get a little break to sit here because mind you, there's a lot of changing that has to happen now. One of our players has to sit there and completely radically rethink their entire character. So the bye week is actually also kind of good, but gosh, does it not fit, Like it was crazy that we ended up with a bye week after, like you said, it was a season finale session.
Yeah.
And it felt like it, dude. That was heavy.
But it'll be a tough act to follow, and next session is just going to be me stuttering.
I have some ideas I'm going to talk with you about one-on-one.
Fucking wild. A lot of people have been coming to me on that.
Yeah.
And we will fill you in on all of the comings and goings of our screwed up bunch of heroes in our next episode or next segment of D&D Railed, a Pathfinder segment. Happy Halloween! Halloween!
Halloween!
That was like some Michael Jackson Thriller.
I was gonna say Pearl Jam. That showed some Pearl Jam.
Pearl Jackson.
Pearl Jackson. Why does that sound like my dream girlfriend? Anyway.
Wow.
You know, AI is doing a lot.
AI is wild, by the way. My voice be cracking like crazy. I fucking lost my damn voice, boys. I'm just gonna abandon that AI thing because it just would have been thirsty. It's just all thirsty.
Yeah.
Kind of like
the point.
Yeah, you just.
I'm giving him the alley oop, and you just fucking went not in my house.
Yeah. Listen.
Catch me on the block like a Matumbo.
No.
Not in my house.
Halloween is next week, and we're gonna do some spooky anime shit. I have one from my past.
Oh boy.
I
Okay.
have 4 I can talk about.
I have one primarily I'm going to cover, and I'm cheating a little bit because it's more of the manga than the anime.
That's fine.
So-
Halloweeb. Weeb covers both.
Yeah.
We're not just otaku sluts here.
But yeah, fair enough. I mean, no, I'm not going to go there. Let's get into this.
So like there's some parallels here that I've been coming to grips with as I think about Halloweeb, right?
Yeah.
I was judging it a little harshly because anime, as we already know, has like tons of like fan service and shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, one of the things that like it's a tough sell for some of these animes, right, is that they're so damn sexy. I was like, you can't sell it that way. And I was thinking like shit like High School of the Dead.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was about to, here's the thing before you continue. I was about to, as soon as I read the text today that we were doing Halloweeb, and I was like,
You're such a fucking dirtbag.
dude, I was about to go full thirst and be like, High School of the Dead.
Glad you didn't.
Apparently they worked the most on the boob physics in that anime. They wanted the best boob physics in anime.
Instead of Studio Mappa, it's Studio Booba.
God damn it. So yeah, that was fucking stupid. The one thing I cannot stand, honestly, the worst part of that anime.
Are you talking about Boob Sniper?
That's what I was gonna say.
Because here's the thing, Crossfire's doing that as well.
Hell to the no, baby. What the fuck?
Well, suddenly there's going to be a mysterious secret draw from the deck of many things, and Crossfire is just going to draw the void.
Yeah, he's just gone. No, he would never do that. He's too awkward to do that.
Wild.
How girl.
What the fuck? Oh my gosh. That is amazing. I can't.
Back to my point. I gotta stop derailing like this. The judgment I was having is that like they can't sell it because anime is always like thirsty like
Excuse
that,
me.
right?
Yeah.
I came to the realization today, like, bro, horror movies are like that.
Oh, yeah. Slasher
Dude.
films. Absolutely.
Yeah, like that's crazy, isn't it?
The differentiation, I think, is like they have a scene or two for it.
Depends on the movie.
True.
Yeah, because here's the thing: Nightmare on Elm Street. That is full of it. Full of it.
True. But like, yeah, I was like really fake judgy of it is what I was realizing. But I mean, there's a lot of it. There's a lot of it.
And I think when it comes to the only thing that really differentiates it for me is because, excuse my burping. Sorry, I haven't drank in a while. Anime and manga does the weird fan servicey stuff different because, like, how can I put this? Yes, in horror movies and slasher films and everything like that, you know, somebody might be put in a compromising position, but it's like I don't feel like they begrudge on it too much.
Did you ever see the movie Splice?
No, I did not, but I did see Human Centipede, which was
Splice was weird.
Splice was weird, but that whole movie basically turns into like the lady ends up being the monster and starts just raping dudes to try and get pregnant.
Wait. Can I be in this movie? There should be a sequel, right?
It's like a full praying mantis style. They nut and she cuts their head off
Oh, no.
with her
then
weird whippy scythe tail.
then I'm good, I think.
And also, she's like bald.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Wait a second. I remember Splice.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You would remember that.
To be fair, there are women that can look good bald. We should put that out there.
Not Jada Pinkett Smith.
I don't disagree. Jada Pinkett Smith needs to.
She needs to get off the internet.
She needs to get off of existence.
She is a villain.
She betrayed that man.
Yep. Will Smith, just so you know, we here on Critical Hit support you fully.
You slapped the wrong person at the Oscars.
Oh! Yo! What are you doing today, bro? You are on some shit today. That was good. Bro! Oh my gosh. It took everything I had not to throw my Dr. Pepper against the wall.
Bro,
That was good. That was
not gonna have a
excellent.
voice by the end of this.
Damn, bro. Like that's crazy.
Wow.
Like that's the highest grade right there. That was good.
Damn.
But yes, I think because I think of things like Corpse Party, you know what I mean?
Corpse Party was fucked up.
Because it was like, because the thing is, they're schoolgirls, they're high school girls. So for us here in the United States, I'm not trying to speak on every, you know what I mean? We're in America, right? So that's weird for us. So it's like, I don't want to see somebody getting, you know, brutally killed and then also get a panty shot in the same scene.
Yeah, it is wild how they do it. Because that's kind of where I was going. Is like, I looked through a list of horror animes, and one of them was Witchblade.
That's a weird poll, but yeah, okay, I can see it.
Here's the thing.
No, it's not horror. It's whore.
It's a shut up. Let me tell you something, man. Witchblade was rough for me, bro. There was something about the hot mom that got me, bro.
Well, it is horror. It's just spelled different.
yeah, true. Very true. Very true. No, that one got me, man. Oh, I was obsessed with that shit.
Where's the mom? Did you say something, sweetie? No, mom, go away.
No, Mom.
Jeez.
Anime moms became a thing for me after Witchblade.
As long as they don't have that ponytail, you're good.
Yo, wait, that makes a lot of sense. She survived through the end because she doesn't have the side ponytail.
Yeah.
That's right, though, the side ponytail. Anyways, let's get out of this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
out here
here.
after Trisha Elric. Do I need to contact Von Hohenheim?
She was nice. we can't argue that. She was good.
Hey, it's better to crush on a hot anime mom than a schoolgirl.
That's what
This too is also true.
I am at the upper crust, as it were, of otaku. Anyways, let's go.
That mom's gonna be my waifu.
Dude, that's when you know you've evolved.
That's wild.
Fucking out here like fucking Arceus damn Pokemon.
Holy sh!
Ashes, mom. Anyways.
Delia Ketchum.
Ashes, man.
Too bad you gotta fight Mr. Mime for them cheeks.
Oh my gosh, dude. Yeah, I'm
Like
a major.
Mr. Mime is like the main squeeze, and like Professor Oak is a side piece.
Yeah.
Because he got money.
Oh, Professor Oak, they probably double team that.
Whoa!
Oh,
He's the Pokemon professor. You really think he hasn't thought about that?
Yikes! Yo!
Speaking of horror anime, that puts a whole new spin on Pokemon.
what on earth have you done?
Where have we gone?
Was there something in your cereal today, Chrono?
Apple cider.
Oh gosh! All right.
That was
You have to
raw
understand,
dog,
I've
bro.
also only eaten a fucking Wendy's chicken wrap today.
Word.
It was delicious, but
not feeling
Does not
enough
go.
for this.
Yeah, it does not go. Let's talk about some titles, man.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I did a little bit of digging, and one of the things that I came up with. You've heard of the author Junji Ito, correct?
Yes.
So Junji Ito, big on the surrealist horror type of thing.
yeah, his stuff
Right.
is cool.
He does Tatsumaki, right?
Yes, yep. Which I mean, which is kind of funny because I feel like generally speaking, it's always like a spinny something.
He loves the circle.
yeah.
You want to know what? Quick aside, right? Spiral, the Saw
Yeah.
spinoff.
Oh, you watched? Is it
was-
out?
No,
It's
that
been
was
out for a
that's
while.
like years ago.
How long?
It's like 2 years ago.
At least 2 or 3.
Aren't they
It might
doing a
be
series?
Spiral, I think.
I
is
thought
just
that
an
was a
extra.
It was
Oh,
a spinoff.
Okay,
side
I
story.
thought that was the series. I was like, my bad, because I know they're doing a series for Saw.
Not. That's not.
That's not
Well,
out
Saw
yet, okay.
10 just came out, I think.
Oh, that's right. That's right about the. Yep, you're right about that. I think what was that? That was this year. I
Or
think.
I think it was last month.
But what I was trying to say
Sorry.
is Junji Ito does the Spiral better.
Yeah, he does. So the thing about it is, and the thing I like about that type of work is like, and I think that obviously you can appreciate it a bit more if you read the manga than you do watching the anime. I will say that they have not been able to successfully adapt his work into an anime and be effective with it.
Yeah.
Adult
know-
Swim has that out though. Tatsumaki, right?
Not yet. They are working on it. There is an Adult Swim exclusive Junji Ito adaptation that is coming out, which I'm excited for because they also chose stylistically not to color it. So that's going to be interesting.
A lot of it is. It's not fully animated. It's like moving stills.
Yeah. Which I think kind of can work because, like,
Rotoscope that shit.
rotoscoping. That's actually might be a good idea. Because I feel like when you're talking about surrealistic, like type of media, that's a great way to kind of juxtaposition having like realistic movement combined with like crazy imagery. So that might actually be a good idea.
With that type, like if it's surrealist, it needs to move a lot or move very little.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I think, which I'm excited for that adaptation, but I think that one of the things that is missed sometimes when you go from an anime adaptation or from manga to an anime adaptation is the kind of buildup of, panel to panel. Because, an experienced mangaka knows how to build up suspense through paneling.
Yeah.
So there's very good utilization of empty space, flip, big full panel reveal. You know what I mean? I forget the mangaka behind Berserk who passed away unfortunately, but same difference.
Yeah.
Right.
It was a lot of like one swing from Guts' sword was like a couple panels to the big boom, you know what I mean? And I think that Junji Ito knew how to do that, where you're sitting here and you're flipping through page to page and you're kind of interested in what's going on, yes, but then once you get pulled into that one big shocking reveal, and I feel like most every one of his works kind of does that,
Mhm.
where you're like, okay, I know that there's a monster, like a thematic monster to this story, but like the build up to it and the payoff is always really amazing. And I think that that's the one thing about like I can see in like horror manga and horror anime that they do generally do well is that they have a lot of that build up. And I think that so much, especially when you have we'll take the America, for example, when it comes to the iconic horror, antagonists, they like to get them on screen as quick as possible.
Well,
Right.
it depends. Because here's the thing, right? To follow up last year where I talked about Alien, you don't see the xenomorph a lot until very close to the end of the movie. There's a shot here, a side panel here, and it's fun to watch the movie to see, like, because we watched it on Amazon, my wife and I, and it's in the escape pod at the very end.
Yeah.
So we paused it because somebody had to use the bathroom or something. And the dude who was in the suit, his name popped up. And I was like, he's in this scene? And then you start looking around the screen and you see where the xenomorph is just hiding.
Ooh. I will say that I do like that in certain streaming applications now that you kind of get more of the Easter eggs that way. And that is kind of nice.
I think Netflix needs to step up their game on that because Amazon...
To be fair, Netflix brought the skip intro button. They were the first one to do it.
Wait.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
Wait, they are the only ones who could do it?
No, they're not the only ones that can do it. Other places have done it now, but they were the first one to actually do it.
Oh.
I mean, good for them on that. But I do think that deep dive is nice because it makes you look out for more. And
I agree.
But I think I think we can agree that that's kind of a lost art.
I would agree.
Because that used to be the case. Like in older horror movies in America, they would have a build up to it. And they would have a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here.
Like the first half hour of the movie is...
Yeah.
Well, it's one of those things, right, where generally if you're going to do horror, it's generally recommended you don't reveal your monster that much, if at all.
Yeah.
Like Bird Box came out a few years ago, right, with Sandra Bullock.
Yep.
They never actually show the monster in that because they were like, the mock-up we had for it looked like this big green baby, so nobody could take it seriously when it was on screen. So they turned it into a surrealist sound horror.
Right.
Yeah. Which I think is the better move. And I think that so I do believe that it's kind of symptomatic of having that horror villain icon be a thing, which is why I appreciate Junji Ito, because you're not going to see an Uzumaki 2. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Right. So, you're not going to see any type of there's no sequels. It's a one-off story that they cover and then that's it. It's the next thing that he releases brand new. You don't know what to expect. It could be, that weird, kind of centipede-like face thing. It could be. There's a lot of different things that this.
Has he ever done anything with the Rokurokubi?
That's a good question. I actually don't know for sure because this is all sort of because I've always flirted with the idea, but this is kind of new to me because
I see single panels from Junji Ito comics, and I'm just like, fuck that.
You'll because that's the thing. The single panel that you will see, I promise you, is going to be like the payoff image,
like
you know,
boom.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah,
like that. Whoa, this is like this is a no thing.
And also, there's no moe art style.
Yeah,
it is not like that. Is a huge thing.
Yep.
If you can't get behind the art style, like it, I don't know. It doesn't work. It makes me feel more sorry for the characters when bad things start happening than actually invoke the feeling of horror.
And I think that's the thing is that I think that some people understand that we're not necessarily supposed to be sitting there feeling sad for the character, like, oh my gosh. Yeah, bad things happen.
Bad things happen.
Bad things happen. And yes, obviously, like that does maybe elicit a feeling from it. But aside from that, we're supposed to be scared. You know what I mean? And scary shit is shit that you can relate to. Scary shit is shit that you see some amount of realism in. And like to mix
that whisper on the back of your neck in the woods.
Stop!
Night.
That's
Thank
exactly
goodness for the sound equalization.
Yeah, you have now.
I went full volume into that microphone.
you put yourself up close to it and
You're
hit it with that
damaging your
shriek.
voice more.
Yep.
We call that a banshee. But yes, I think that's one thing because having done a little bit of last minute research, that was something that I learned to appreciate a bit more was just like the suspense build up and not the, quick or necessarily shocking or gory example of a horror story. You know what I mean? Because I do think that a lot of horror anime also kind of fall into that trope of like
gore.
Yeah, and grotesque because like
They go hard
they do.
because you can fucking draw things.
Oh yeah.
It goes fucking hard.
Yeah, yeah, and it's like by the time you're done, it's like trust me, yeah, I do feel like a bit like whoa, but like I feel
Oh no, it's whoa as fuck.
I feel a bit gross after. You know what I mean? It's
Wash
like-
your brain, bro.
Yeah,
You
scrub.
boot up that hub.
Like, why is it here too?
We see what you were watching.
We got that AI on you, bro.
We got that. Like you should not.
You like to see that?
Like check this out.
Whoa.
Now that's a heavy R type of situation. Anyways.
Oh,
Wow.
I haven't visited that website in a long, long time.
Wow. Yikes.
okay. So the two I'm really going to focus on offer are Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
What?
We'll cover that in a minute.
Interesting.
And Parasite the Maxim.
Okay. We're going body horror. I got you.
Absolutely. Body horror
Yeah.
is my favorite fucking thing. There's a reason I'm playing an aberrant sorcerer.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
okay. I'm gonna
I
let you.
fucking love body horror.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you cook. I'm gonna let you cook.
So to get into Parasite, literally the opening scene is that like there's a meteor that passes by Earth or something, and it's got these fucking parasites on it.
Yes.
The first scene is one infecting a dog. And then the dog goes and kills people by like its head splitting open, much like that new spell you picked up, and just eating them.
Yes.
the maw.
A quick aside. Remember in classic anime when there was always a dog that died?
Yeah.
Dude,
Rough.
I can't.
Oh yeah.
I can't.
We'll get there. Nina Tucker's coming. Don't worry. Yeah, now you can start stewing on why Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is a horror anime.
Makes sense.
It does. You got to stop with that meme, though. I've been seeing a lot of shit about. People are fucked up with that Nina Tucker meme.
My favorite one I saw recently is Show Tucker arrives in hell and Satan is like, "Do you know why you're here?" And he's like, "Is it my wife, my daughter?" And then he calls God and is like, "God, he's here."
My favorite one was
Dude, that's good.
they
That's
did
good.
like that little crossover fan art where they put Shao Tucker in front of Anya
Yes.
from Spy Family.
Yep.
Oh, dude.
And yours just coming in hard.
Yeah.
Blade missile.
I can get behind that because
Yeah.
also yours best girl in all of anime.
She's one of them, I would agree.
She's also an anime mom, technically.
That's a weird one.
But
I win.
to continue. So
Yeah.
it's funny because one of the parasites actually ends up infecting our protagonist, who I do not remember his name at the moment. But he ends up grabbing a belt and doing a tourniquet so it can't actually get past it. So it infects his arm. And they have to talk to each other and work together because they have to work together to save the world. And it's funny because, like, I think it's that same dog shows up and they get in a fight, and like the parasite like grows blades and shit because
Yeah.
it gains control of his hand. And there's not really a lot of fan service in the game in the anime. There's actually none, but there is one funny scene where it's like the main character's heart rate is like hyper elevated and shit, and the parasite's talking to him and is like, "So I've been watching videos on the internet and I know this helps lower like blood pressure and shit." And the parasite starts trying to jack him off and he's like, whoa, we ain't got time for that."
Insane.
You gotta let that shit happen.
Well, that's the thing.
No, you fucking degenerate.
New experiences.
That's the thing, right? Is that like the parasite is very literal. It
Right.
goes for the simplest definition and explanation of things.
Right.
So it has to learn from him. He has to learn to respect the parasite. And it's cool because he like gets super strong and stuff because eventually their DNA does start to fuse more. But they become allies and they work together bit by bit to fight off the parasites. And they end up like their teacher becomes one, and she ends up he ends up meeting another dude who also got infected but didn't get taken over, because it's if they reach your brain, you're done.
Right.
The other dude, though, it took over the lower half of his face.
Whoa.
Ooh.
And I
See-
don't remember how he stopped it from getting to his brain, but like it'll just drop down and move out like the other one and start talking.
See,
And
that
he can't talk.
That's
So-
fucking wild.
that's one of the, because Parasite's one of those ones that I've only ever really seen in passing. I haven't really been able to sit down and watch them.
It's a good one.
So I think that's one of the, like, I do want to get into that, but it's also like just looking at how like the parasites manifest themselves and everything like that. And some of the, because I've seen some scenes and they're pretty brutal.
Oh,
you know
absolutely.
what I mean?
That is a gory as fuck body horror anime.
Yeah. So I'm like, when I see that, I'm like, oh, okay, all right, I see. Because it reminds me of remember Jack Krauser
Yeah.
from
From
yeah,
Mari.
yeah. That's what it reminds me of. So I'm like, okay.
That's a very good reference.
Yeah. So I'm like, I want to look into that series.
It's a good one. But to get to the other one, the very concept in Full Metal Alchemist, remember, it starts with them trying to bring back their dead mother.
Right.
And Al loses his entire body. Ed loses an arm in the transmutation of trying to bring their mother back, and then has to give up his leg to bind Al to the armor.
Right.
So Full Metal starts with gore and blood and death and sadness.
Yeah, because there's like a freaking horrible amalgam that is her mom at that time.
It's not their mom.
Oh,
So
that's
this
right.
is going to have
That's-
spoilers. As you find out later, that was actually a human male body. So essentially what they did is that's like Al's body, just bigger, because you can't bring someone back from the dead.
That's right. Oh my gosh. Dude, I forgot about some of the details about that.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, here's the thing, Full Metal Alchemist, you look at it and, like, there's a lot of like, little bits of comedy. There's a lot of really good action scenes and everything like that. But, like, man, when they get down to it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, all the themes are peeking past the veil of existence.
Yeah. Truth. The very concept talks to Alphonse, Ed, their dad.
It's
father.
Lovecraftian almost.
Oh, yeah. Remember, the main villain's goal is to eat God, and he succeeds.
That is psychotic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
This works. Holy fuck, this works.
remember, once we start finding out about von Hohenheim's past, who this is Edward and Alphonse Elric's dad, he grew up in an alchemy heavy country that used to exist that is now is the desert between the country of Qing and Amestris. And as the characters learn, Amestris is a giant alchemy circle.
Yep.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. And you learn that the dwarf in the flask gains a body that he bases off von Hohenheim.
Yep.
And he sacrifices an entire country except for one person. And they both become immortal because of this. So it's interesting because even as an anime, it goes into the idea of the horror of being an immortal being and seeing everyone die.
Okay. So here's the thing. You have reframed this for me. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I never really considered that because
Perspective be fucking me up right now.
yeah, that is true. Because it really is. I mean, that's dark.
Just
man.
think
Like,
about the
that's-
homunculi themselves.
That is also true.
To start with Lust, who is the most praying mantis ass fucking thing. She kills men for information. She starts dating the one guy,
She's all right.
and then she fucking paralyzes him. But that's the turning point, right? It's that moment where Roy Mustang kills Lust, where it shifts from these are no longer unkillable monsters.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's that classic horror movie we fight back
Right,
moment.
yep.
Oh, dude.
Holy shit.
I appreciate that perspective. That's crazy.
Yo.
That's crazy. That's
That
really,
caught me, dude.
That's astute, man. That's good.
That is an astute.
Well, because
Shit.
up until that point, I think Greed does die before that, but Greed isn't killed by anybody else. He's killed by Wrath.
That's
Right.
right.
So it's a homunculus kills a homunculus, kind of. Technically, he gets captured and brought back to Father.
Yeah.
Which it makes sense that Father would be able to kill one of his own creations.
And he consumes him.
yeah, because he brings him back out later.
Right.
Because Ling.
Oh, that's right. That's right. So that's. Oh man, here's the thing. You have done well here. That's impressive because like I never really thought of like looking deeper into like a show that I have watched, because there's a lot of anime that do have, especially shonen anime, that do have like that one arc or that one moment where you realize, dude, this is a lot darker than I thought it was.
Well, Bleach is kind of another one, right?
I'm now thinking of a shonen anime.
Well, I'm going to mention another one. Bleach.
Yeah.
Think about the process of hollows, the fucking experiments you learn that the Shinigami did on the Quincy.
Yeah.
Right.
Dude, wow. So Bleach is literally their entire thing is just dark.
Yeah.
Like,
It's a Halloween as fuck anime.
what
The masks,
Oh
everything.
yeah. Yo, that's kind of dope. Hold on. New costume idea. like as we're talking about this, it's like new costume idea.
There was once upon a time where I was playing like paintball and airsoft.
Mhm.
I was at a crossroads between buying a hollow mask
Mhm.
or an Army of Two mask.
Yeah.
I went for the Army. I went for the Army of
Dungeons and
Two.
Daddies.
I went for the Army of Two mask and coincidentally almost lost my fucking eye.
So you should have went for the hollow mask.
It would have happened either way because they have these mesh,
Mhm.
like these metal mesh eyepieces.
Yeah.
A paintball hit it, blew it right through.
Yeah.
The projectile and the metal mesh touched my fucking eye. I almost lost my eye. It was amazing.
Talk about body horror.
Dude, if I had a cool fucking story on how I lost a fucking eyeball or something.
And then I had to wear an eye patch. So here's the thing.
I can't wait to do something stupid and fucking lose my eye.
No. Don't fucking say that.
No, I'm clumsy as fuck, boy. I'm gonna have an eye patch.
Knowing you, though, it's going to be you're at a job site, you fall in the fucking 7-week-old porta-john, and your eye is just infected. They're like, we got to take that out, dude, or you're going to die.
Yeah, I'm just a stinky eye hole.
You're going to have red eye. The evolution of pink eye.
Yes.
That's some Xerxes shit. Anyway.
Oh, damn!
Damn it! Call back!
Oh, shit.
Call back to a thing that wasn't mentioned. I've lost my voice.
No, we did mention it before on this very podcast.
Yeah.
Nice.
This I told you this episode is for the long time viewers.
It kind of really is.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I love that take because like, and like watching it, I did understand that Full Metal Alchemist was a little darker than most shonen anime, but it didn't really click as much until now.
Yeah.
Because Full Metal Alchemist, I started when I was young,
Mhm.
and then Brotherhood. Obviously, we were still kind of just in that mode of like, hey, I'm kicking back watching this anime. You know what I mean? So yes, I did kind of like, I see the story beats, but I didn't really like absorb it as much. But that is crazy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of really horror fueled elements to that. So I mean, Tucker's in and of itself is like,
Oh my gosh.
and I still can't get over that, man. That when I tell you something that has fucked me up for a long time.
When I hear about it, it makes me upset.
Yeah, it makes you fucking recoil, man.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's so bad, man. And they played that, like, voice actors played that well. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Scene composition was amazing. I'm just like, damn, man.
Big
Like,
Brother Ed.
oh gosh.
Oh
dude.
my gosh. And the fact that like he talked to it and said, "Oh, this is Ed and this is Al. You remember them, right?" I'm like, you fucking I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take the C word.
Well, fortunately, our favorite anti-hero in the series takes care of Sho Tucker.
Yes.
Scar.
Oh man.
Fucked him up.
Which, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Scar is one of my favorite characters in that fucking anime.
Dude, he is brutal. He is yoked up, tatted up. I'm just like, yo.
My prison bay.
Oh,
Yeah, my prison
speaking of body horror, you end up finding out he has his brother's arm.
Oh,
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yo. I
Dude,
this does it. 100% horror anime.
good pick. Like that was good. That's a good that's a good one. A good
I like
breakdown.
to make y'all think.
That's the breakdown if I've ever heard it.
Okay, boys, strap in. I got one. It is yeah. Once upon a time I was a young kissless virgin weeb.
Weren't we all?
Did your father take you into the city to see the Black Parade?
Nope. I used to play
That song's still oof.
I used to play dating sim games.
Oh, you're in a Tomei game.
Yeah.
Listen, whatever. I remember that time. Emulators on the DS.
Yeah, Nintendo doesn't even care anymore.
They
They
don't
just
get-
come out on the Switch now.
Yeah, they're just like, there you go. Have at it.
Your boy went and downloaded a game that scarred him for the rest of his life.
Fuck. Fuck.
Because like it was weird. I was thinking to myself, Halloweeb, like I was gonna talk about horror anime or like a manga or something, but I was just gonna go right to a fucking hentai game because why the fuck not?
Ecchi. All right, let's go.
No, it's far beyond that. This is a full on hentai game.
I know what you're talking about.
I speak, of course.
I should have went for that one.
This is Saya no Uta. This is Song of Saya. Okay.
Oh, baby.
Yep.
So this is
Yep. Fuck, man.
there's no easy way to fucking say this.
What was it? Was Black Psych, I think. They made that. I want to say that the company behind is Black Psych or something like that.
Well, why don't you Google it? Since your phone already likes to look up titties.
I'm not gonna risk that because they make all types of fucked up shit.
This game opens up. The main character, his name is Fuminori Sakisaka. Okay.
Okay.
He's like a med student. He got into a car accident. It's actually a little isekai-esque, except he doesn't actually die. He gets into a car accident. They perform a life-saving surgery on him, but it screws up his perception of the world.
Okay.
Everything is fucked up. Everything looks disgusting. It looks like a horror movie. Like everything's covered in flesh and gore and nastiness.
Yeah, it smells disgusting.
Yeah.
It tastes disgusting.
yeah. The surgery that saved him messed up his brain.
It's a good time to deviate your septum.
He can't really eat food. All of his best friends appear to him as monsters. But he meets a girl who in this world of madness looks normal.
Uh-huh.
Her name is Saya.
Mhm.
And like one does, they fuck. Like a lot. Because it's a hentai game.
You know?
Right?
Gotta unlock that gallery.
Oh, here comes something stupid.
No, I hope not. Anyways, I'm just gonna try to run past you.
No,
before-
like you're doing a hentai game. MC's hung like
Oh my gosh. Disgusting.
Well, he did say, here comes something stupid.
He did warn us. And I did warn you, because it gets worse, right? He starts to like talk to her about how his perception's all fucked up of the world and everything, right? She catches on to this fact And she just decides that she wants to start trying to help him fix his senses.
Okay.
Okay. And what she does is she goes and she finds a random house where, you know, he's a father and he's a husband, and he really loves his family, and she somehow, that they don't actually elaborate on, performs brain surgery on him.
Oh shit.
And screws up his senses, and then he proceeds to murder his whole family.
Okay.
She realizes that she can just mess with people's brains like that, right? This guy, this random dude is, through some reason I'm not going to elaborate on, is murdered by the main character, Fuminori. And it turns out, there's something that's really attractive about his flesh, right? His flesh looks like fruit.
Starts eating him.
Yep.
Oh.
We get into cannibalism. Because in this world that is all fucked up, all of a sudden, flesh starts looking like delicious fruit.
We get into cannibalism.
And we start to get a little bit of hint into why Saya looks normal in this fucked up world.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
You following it? You following
now,
the camera guy?
Fuminori has friends. He's always had friends, right? He
Mhm.
doesn't hang out with them much anymore because they look like fucking monsters to him.
They start looking like fruit.
No. What happens is so Fuminori has a friend, Koji.
Mm-hmm.
Koji has a girlfriend named, here we go, I'm trying to remember the actual name.
I like Koji's
Omi.
ending.
Nope. Omi. Yes. Omi is Koji's girlfriend. She goes into Fuminori's apartment because he's being very distant and
Cagey.
asshole-ish. Yeah. Saya kills Oji. They chop her up and they eat her. Koji eventually finds this out. And
This one's fucked up. Just so you know.
he's like, what the fuck? And then he goes to confront Fuminori.
Mm-hmm.
With an axe, mind you, I think it was.
No, Koji goes empty-handed.
Oh, that's
So you play through the first half of the game as Fuminori, the second half of the game as Koji,
Uh-huh.
who goes ahead and he eventually discovers that through the help of another med student, that Saya is like a being from a different dimension,
Mm-hmm.
a Lovecraftian elder god, if you will.
nasty fleshy alien, which, mind you, you have fornicated with.
Yes.
Shub word I can't say, wrath here, very esque.
Yes. So we go ahead, and the final confrontation happens between Koji and Fuminori. He knows he's going to go find Fuminori and kill him.
Mhm.
Fuminori is ready with an axe. They fight. Koji gets the upper hand because he's physically much stronger. But Saya steps in, and together they murder Koji. I'm only speaking of the true ending.
Yeah.
I won't go over the other endings, which are
Better.
much better.
Yep. Long shot.
So the worst ending, I will talk about the endings. Fuck it. The worst ending is Fuminori comes to his senses. Saya agrees to fix his brain.
Mm-hmm.
He comes to his senses, realizes he's a cannibal, and turns himself into the police, and he spends the rest of his life in prison. And Saya just slinks off into the unknown. The second best ending is that Koji actually kills Fuminori, and that they use because Saya's body is like so undulating and like weird, you can't actually like do bludgeoning or piercing damage to it. They freeze her and then shoot her with a shotgun and kill her. So Fuminori and Saya end up dead, and Koji spends the rest of his life with vivid hallucinations and post-traumatic stress and eventually offs himself. Now
it's tough being a hero.
Better than the actual ending.
The actual ending is that together, Saya and Fuminori overcome Koji, kill him, and it turns out in their revelry of victory, Saya reveals that she's pregnant and scatters spores all over the fucking planet.
That's parasite as fuck.
And the spores infect everybody. And the whole world is taken over by these flesh beasts. I think I win.
Thanks for revealing your number 7 top 10 favorite video game.
This is like number there's not even a high enough number as how bad I fucking dislike this game. But you want to know what? It sticks with you. Like if you watch a car crash and you see like some terrible shit, it's gonna be with you for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And I gotta bear this.
So, and that's the biggest thing I think I can give a lot of Japanese media when it comes to like horror is that it does really stick with you.
Oh yeah.
Like, and that's not even just like sidebar, a little bit out of the anime and manga sphere is that like even their movies and their cinema is like, oh, here's a movie about an actual serial killer who actually chopped people up to the point where people thought it was a real fucking thing. Like,
yes,
this dude just recorded that shit and put it out there. It's like, so it's kind of like it has a sticking habit where it's like, shit, man. Like as soon as he started mentioning it, I was like, oh fuck.
Well, that is kind of funny because one of the other ones I had on topic was Hellsing.
Ha.
Because Hellsing's artist was actually an H artist.
Interesting.
Before, I forget if it's a dude.
I know that.
Well, a lot of the scenes where, like, the one where Integra feeds Ceres something and there's, like, the trails of saliva and stuff, they put their work into that one. And even a little caption in the manga is like, oh, this artist is a former H artist.
Oh,
because like in the manga, they do like questionnaires and stuff at like the end and the beginning of chapters, and they talk about it.
Oh wow,
which good that's a glow up. Let's be real about that. That's like especially like in the manga and doujin kind of sphere. That's a huge glow up. You went from like making like H manga and everything like that to like you're now mainstream to the point where like people are fucking buying your shit, like fucking cosplays and all
like
that
the
shit.
Artist from Witchblade.
Yeah.
That is, you're right about that.
That also did like Seikon no Quaiser.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
damn.
Oh my gosh. Ooh.
But I think that sums it up. Is that like you can be as scary as you want, but that shit is always fucking horny. And with that, we have reached the end.
Very horny.
No happy endings here, though.
Yeah, true.
Yep, the whole world gets turned into fucking nasty.
Well, I guess unless you're May, Alphonse, Winry, and Ed, because we know Ed at least nuts because they have kids.
Good for him, by the way.
Yeah, I mean,
that was the long game, man.
That's a long game, and it's the best ending to a horror movie ever.
Yeah.
That you get kids. You actually survive.
Good for him. Good for him.
And they don't have to experience that fucked up shit.
Experience our fucked up shit wherever you find your favorite fucked up shit podcasts.
Yeah, the wormhole in my skull just keeps going, folks. There's a lot more body horror in there.
Google, Apple, Spotify.
Google or Google?
Google?
I heard Dougal.
Google with a G. Apple with an A. Spotify with an S. Pandora with a P.
We'll have to do favorite animes eventually.
I'm getting it.
Dougal's,
You know what I'm saying?
Additional begging for podcast subscriptions. Additional begging for YouTube subscriptions at CritTube. Additional begging for social media subscriptions at Crit Hit Official on X Twitter.
We beg for love and recognition, and we don't have an OnlyFans, so that's pretty impressive.
New episodes where we will eventually beg for your subscriptions every Friday. Until then. He's the one who, oh man, that's bad.
well, say it.
He's the one who like pimps out all the pumpkin spice chicks.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Get your gourd on.
It's like the
Oh my gosh. I just love the pumpkin spice.
leader
Get out of here, you Han Solo dressing ass bitch.
the leader
what
of
I'm
the Spice Rangers. Gordon.
Oh, that is
Yeah.
awesome.
That's a good one.